There are lots of videos all over social media about state testing right now because it's state testing season. And a lot of people seem to be confused as to why educators are against state testing. So let me clear that up to you. There's lots of reasons. First of all, state testing interrupts the instructional day of all students for 5 to 10 days. Anywhere from 5 to 10 days, the entire instructional day of every school is interrupted. Not only the kids that are being tested, but everybody. You know why? Because we have to pull every warm body to help with testing. The secretary is in the hallway seeing if anybody needs something. The counselor is working with testing because generally they're the testing managers. They can't counsel kids anymore. The paraprofessionals out of kindergarten and special ed are pulled to give accommodations and to moderate in classrooms. The computer lab is shut down. The library is shut down. The entire instructional day of every student in every school is shut down and interrupted during state testing for 5 to 10 days. It's absolutely ridiculous. The rules that come along with state testing are unbelievable. Did you know that we have to pull all the content off of our walls in our classrooms? Our State Department makes us clear our walls, which is absolutely ridiculous because we teach our kids to use their surroundings to learn, and then we take their surroundings away during state testing. How ridiculous is that? Let me tell you a new rule we have here in Kentucky. For the past 10 years, the students have not been able to carry their own test booklets. Now that they're on Chromebooks, the students cannot carry their own Chromebook from one classroom to another if they needed extended time. The rules around state testing are absolutely ridiculous. And we have students that have test anxiety. They're coming to school sick. They're skipping school. They're throwing up because of the pressures that are being put on them by politicians who think we need this one ridiculous data point. And the amount of money we are wasting in education on state testing is ridiculous. Over $1 billion is spent on state testing across the United States. Do you know what that $1 billion should be used on? All-day kindergarten, extra social workers and counselors, paraprofessionals for every classroom. But instead, our politicians believe we need a data point that makes no sense whatsoever to our schools and to our educators. And possibly one of the worst things is that the parents buy right into it. The parents want to know what the school's test scores are and how they improved and how their kids are doing. If you want to know what your school is like, go visit your school. Find out what your counselors are doing, because you know what they're doing? They're working with kids all day long who are being bullied and going through a divorce, and the nurses are doing the same thing, and the cafeteria is feeding everybody all day, and your teachers are building strong relationships with your kid, but the only thing that you're worried about is a test score. And that's the pressure that we have due to state testing. A ridiculous data point that our politicians think we need. And here's the best part. We're giving these tests now in April and May. Guess when we get the test scores back? In August. When the kids are gone. When these kids have left us, we get their test scores. It's absolutely ridiculous.